Hey guys, welcome back to JQ's world. Well, basically in this case, JQ's review. I know I haven't done much videos lately. I do apologize. There was the holidays and then there was other personal things I had to take care of. But now that I'm back doing these reviews, hopefully you guys enjoy. Today's review is going to be about, so as you can see behind me, Smash Brother Ultimate. Now, I do have a lot of gripes in this game, and I have a lot of to talk about, but I wanted to play it a bit more, for at least I can let you guys know that, in my point of view, I don't think this is the ultimate that everyone hyped it up to be. I wanted this game to succeed. I wanted this game to become awesome. But unfortunately, I have to call out all the crap that I've seen in this game. But let's start off with the good news and then we start off with the bad news. Now, the good news is I'm happy that Nintendo this time around accept charging us for characters, just like Capcom does with Street Fighter V. You know, charging us for Sakura, Balrog, Blanca, and all these characters that already been in the Street Fighter game. They charge you again. For me, that was a bad move on Capcom side to do that. But at least you guys learned this time around, like, no, let's not charge that. Let's give all these characters that we had for a long time back to them. And if I'll give credit where credit is due. You guys made a nice environment. You guys made good soundtracks. You guys made good choices. And doing 2 stages, you guys have done, how you call it, give some of the specials, make it more unique. As you can see, Bowser behind me and everyone else. But then you kind of dumbed it down a bit as well. But I call it where I'm gonna continue at. I call him. I'm gonna talk about each of these characters and the clone characters and the, as you call them, Echo Fighter. For me, they're clones. But where I'm gonna go at, let's start with the Echo Fighters. For me, the Echo Fighters were useless. Only 2 unique Echo Fighters was really good for me, which was Ken and Krone, I think it's called, the one from the Fire Emerald. For me, they're a little different because they at least have different specials. They do resemble a little bit from their counterpart, but at least they do it a little bit differently. Ken with his fire Shoryukis and his Tatsuma kick, whatever you want to call him, except it lands like multiple hits besides Ryu's Hurricane kick that's only like 1. At least that time around, you made Ken a little bit different because you gave him 2 different specials, except copying the same thing from Ryu. So that Echo Fighter I will respect. And Krone, even though he's a combination of, I guess, Marth and Roy. No, sorry, Ike and Roy. You made a combination of both of them. I can see being a little bit different. Not completely, but a little bit. But now with the other ones, Daisy, Stark Samus, how you call it? Fuck it. I'm putting what you call it, Isabella, as an Echo Fighter or even a Clone Fighter because it's exactly the same bullshit. They already wasted a slot for these characters. The majority of these Echo Fighters are a waste of time, and they could have at least put them aside or put them somewhere else. Even with that other character that just passed by me right now, you think I'm gonna forget about you? Hell no, Lucina. You are the same thing as Marth, but you're just a female. They done this. I thought they was gonna make the same mistake by putting Corrin and Robin, female characters, there too. But no, they're like, okay, we'll put them aside. Once you pick Robin or Corrin, you could switch them into female, whatever. They couldn't done that with Lucina. They could have done that with them, and then they would have been no problem. They would have been, it would have been okay. But no, you guys just left it there. And you wasted another slot for another character to join the thing. As much as I don't care about Waluigi, people do care about him. For me, I have a list of DLC characters they could have put, or they could have just put in the game to begin with. For me, the number 1 should have been the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I know people like, why Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? They have been in Super Nintendo, and they have made two or three good games about them. The first Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, the movie, and then the Fighting Megazord edition. That was a good Super Nintendo game. They could have been there. All 5 of them. And then the Echo Fighter would have been the White and Green Ranger. And each of them could have had their own special. Or they could have done exactly like the Pokemon trainer and switch characters, but they keep their damage. You could have done that. You had a missed opportunity to do something that amazing. And to be honest, there's only a little bit of new characters here, which, again, is only King K. Rool, Ridley, Simon, how you might call this, Incineroar, People say Isabella is new, but fuck no, she is not new. She's a fucking clone character, Echo Fighter, whatever you want to call it. For me, she is a useless fucking character, and she has been named the weakest character in Smash Brother. And for me, it was a dumb thing to put her in there. You already have the villager. You didn't need that bitch there. If you wanted to put her there, you could have done exactly what you done with Robin and Corrin. Switch her right there with the villager. You could have had just done that, because at the end of the day, the special is exactly the same thing as a villager, only except making a town is the mayor's office. That's it. You change absolutely nothing. Now, with all these other characters and their specials, for me, before I go to the special, the majority are very repetitive on their special. But this time around, if you want to call yourself the ultimate, you could have done very much give each of these characters two special, just like you do with Ryu and Ken. That was a missed opportunity for you guys to do that. If you want to be called the ultimate Super Smash Brother. But you didn't do it. You decided to forget about it. That's it. Done. No. You had an opportunity to do that, and you wasted it. The story mode is a joke. It's only 15 to 18 minutes long, the cutscene of the story mode. You guys advertise it so hard, as you can see behind me. You could have done the story mode. You could have done an adventure mode, just like you did in Brawl. You made two co-op players run around at different areas of, Donkey Kong World, Mario World, Pick, or whatever. You done all that. You could have done it here if you wanted to make it an open world game. You could have done like a Mario Odyssey here, an adventure mode, walking around, kicking each other, like a 2D platformer, walking around, kicking each other's, not kicking each other out, but, beating up the bad guys that are there, the vampires, mummies, all these other bad boys that are there. And how you call it, you could have done it, but you didn't. It could have been except a 2-player adventure mode. You could have made it a 4-player. You could have 4 people sitting down on the couch and playing together the adventure mode, and then beating up the bad guys. Now the bad guys, there have been new bad guys like the Dracula and the returning ones from Brawl, but what happened to the majority of them? What happened to the enemies in Brawl? Why is the giant spider not there? Why is the evil Pokemon, that green shit, whatever you want to call it, look like? You know what I'm talking about, right? That green, long lizard Pokemon, and he does like a solar beam. Rayquaza, whatever you want to call that crap. Rayquaza. Why is he not there? Why is the last boss from Brawl not there? You only had the Master Hand and those other weird fairy balls or whatever you want to call it. Why didn't you put the bad guy from the Wii U? If you want to call yourself the ultimate, put everyone back. You can't say everyone is here when in reality no one's there. It's like missing stages, missing bad guys. You could have put all of that. I know you have the new ones, but you could have put the old ones too as well. Again, another missed opportunity from you, Nintendo. Why did you guys do that? I have no clue. You guys had a lot of time to do this, but you decided to give us a bare minimum. Again, a lot of people do feel cheaped out, because since they got the Wii U version of Smash Brother, and when they brought the Switch thinking they will get more characters, except these freaking clone characters that are behind me, or Echo Fighter, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they got nothing. They got like 5 or 6 new characters. That's not ultimate. That's just being lazy. You just patched up the game and put these new characters in it. If you would have put at least 15 or 20 new characters. People complain about Piranha Plant, but to be honest, Piranha Plant is a new character and has its own special. That's new. These other characters are not new. They're the same fucking character, only that they have different names and they do the same thing. If you wanted to keep the Echo Fighters, make them be stronger, make them do different attack, make them do shit. You couldn't give Daisy the exploding ass from Melee from what Peach had a long time ago. Why didn't you do that? You could have had done it, but you didn't, or you didn't want to. Again, the story mode is a joke. Like I said, the cutscenes are 15 to 18 minutes long, and the story mode is way too long than it has to be. You're just running around, collecting spirits, fighting people again, when you could have had made an adventure mode, boss mode, done all that, but just walking around and then do a cutscene, an awesome cutscene, not this bullshit cutscene that Mario, oh my god, then he falls down, and then they look around like there's no dialogue. You don't have to make them talk. You can make some of them talk, but not all of them. If you made a perfect story mode in Brawl, why the hell didn't you do it in this one? What was the excuse? You just got lazy. There's no story to explain here. There's nothing to say, oh my god, they did this and that. No. There's nothing here. At all. That's why most people don't even play spirit mode. I don't even bother collecting the spirits. I really don't. The only thing I collect was the characters, the coins for I can get more music, and that's it. Once you collect all the characters by replaying the classic mode over and over until you got all of them, that's basically it. The rest of the thing you do is just beat the shit out of each other, and that's it. You do have the little mini games that are there, but even the mini games are boring. And even on classic mode, everyone does the same mini game. Where's the one to run the lap, or where's the one break the targets and make it different for each character? Why didn't you do that? You could have done that, but you chose not to. Again, I know I'm gonna have a lot of hate comments and things about me going on Smash, but to be honest, I wanted this game to succeed. But I'm not gonna say, oh, it's a 0 out of 10. No, that'll be stupid in my part. But I kind of feel cheaped out because I had the Wii U version, and then I have this one, and then it doesn't. It doesn't feel like Ultimate. It just feels like a patched up game with just a few new characters, and that's it. And now that you have these DLC characters coming up, Sakura, if you really want to win a lot of money or audience in this game, at least do a lot of DLCs in this game. Make it to 100 characters. Because at least you'll have the first game that has 100 characters. I don't know any other, for me, I don't know any other fighting game that has 100 characters. And I'm not counting Mugen because that's not a, property game or whatever. But if you put 100 characters in this, everybody will kiss your ass and people will keep buying this game like nonstop. Because I know once if they decide to make a new Smash Bros. Game, not by Sakura, whatever, but by somebody else, they will not be happy with whatever is coming. So basically, people have to be happy with what they got right now with this. So what's going to happen right now, for me, I'm just going to explain what DLC I want to see, and then I'll give the final verdict of this game. The number one DLC, as I said before, has to be the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Hands down, has to be the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The reason why I say that, because they have to be in this game, because they've been in Super Nintendo, and they haven't made good games about them at all. Xbox and PlayStation try to make a good, Power Ranger game, but they failed miserably, and that's why now they're trying to sell it for like $3 and whatever because the game sucks ass. They got a 1 out of 10 ratings because it was bad. If you guys bring back, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers here, all 5 of them, and they can switch out and have different movesets and different specials, which I hardly doubt you'll do. And then the Echo Fighters would definitely be the White and Green Ranger, but make them different too with their specials. And make them cool. That will be the number one DLC request that I will want to see. Number 2, I have to give it up to Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil 4. On the GameCube version that you guys made, people bought that game like no tomorrow. If you don't put them there, that again, another missed opportunity. They bought Leon S. Kennedy hasn't been represented in any fighting games at all. So if you put them there, it'll be good, and they'll notice that you put him there since he brought you a lot of money during the GameCube franchise. Number 3, you have him on the Switch, and yet you haven't put him in Smash Bros., which was stupid. It's Crash Bandicoot. Why is Crash Bandicoot not there? I don't fucking know, but yet you have him on the Switch. Why didn't you do it? I don't know. But hopefully you guys will consider these 3. And the other 2 could even be Banjo-Kazooie. It could be Conker from Conker Bad Fur Day. It could be anybody else you could put in the game. If you manage to put Joker from Pandora, which for me is not Nintendo, but you decide to do that, I don't know. You guys could definitely pick the choices that I put here. Persona, thank you, hon. I don't know the Japanese game, but So now I'm going to give the verdict of this game. I already ranted. I already said what I have to say. But with all this said, if you had the Wii U version of this game, it will have to, and then you bought this one, I have to dumb it down to 6 out of 10. Now, if you didn't buy the Wii U and didn't bought the Smash Bros. After that, and brought this and this, then I'll boost it up to 7 out of 10. It's still good, but again, they could have done so much more in this game. And I know I'm not the only one that feels like this. There are other people that feels like that as well. And this game won't last too long if you don't at least try to maybe patch this game up, give it a better adventure mode game, or give good DLC. You just have to do that. Alrighty guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you enjoyed this, please comment and subscribe to JQ's World. If you guys have any games you want me to review, I'll be happy to review them. Take care guys, I appreciate you guys supporting me, and I'm going to continue giving you more videos very soon. Take care guys, have a good night.